Hello, this is Full Moon Funnels, and my name is Tim Willis, and we're going to be doing a fairly short tutorial today on creating a universal section in ClickFunnels 2.0. ClickFunnels Classic, we couldn't do this, but we can do it in 2.0, and it's a nice feature that makes things a lot easier if you want to keep consistency happening across your pages. And so what I'm going to be working with here is my Bridges to Somewhere bridge page that I used on a couple of other tutorials, and it's probably going to become sort of a test bed for a lot of things. But I've gone in and modified it before the video and going ahead and deleted the footers off the page, and we're going to go ahead and recreate the footer and make it a universal section. So we're going to go to our opt-in page, open that up, and we're just going to go straight to the bottom once the page gets warmed up a little bit here, and we're going to add a section. It's full page, and then we're going to add a row, and we'll make it a one column row, and we'll be adding an element. We're going to add an image element, and then we will put our little logo in here. That's it right there. Okay, it's way too big right now, so we're going to shrink that down. I always like to use pixels on my images. I just find it gives me a little more control or consistency when I'm trying to get things to be the same size. We'll just make that 156 pixels, and then we will add an element, and we're going to add a paragraph. And we're going to just quickly put something in here. And one little trick if you don't know about, now I'm on a Windows, so I don't know what this would be on a Mac. And my computer is old and a little cranky. But if you press the Windows key and the period key at the same time, you should have this little box of emojis come up, and one of the things it has is this little copyright symbol, so we'll put that there, and then get out of there, and we will put 2023 Bridges to Somewhere. LLC, all rights reserved. And of course, this is just a fictitious name of a company I made up, but it will do for what we're doing right here. Okay, and then I'm not really going to mess too much with fonts and colors, because this is just a quick and down and dirty little tutorial, but normally you would make that match whatever you're doing. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that, and generally I would put another line down here with my privacy policy and my disclaimer, and let's say terms and conditions. Again, normally, if I were building a real page, I'd link my privacy policy and all the other legal pages to the appropriate link, but we're not going to be doing that here. Maybe I'll do that on a tutorial some other time. And then I generally like to get these a little closer together by adjusting the padding. And let's go ahead and adjust the padding on that to bring it a little closer. And then I also most of the time like to have the padding off the section and the row just to make the footer kind of smaller. Okay. And we'll go ahead, just for purposes right here, and you don't have to do this. We're going to go ahead and put a border on that top line there, just to create a little bit of separation between that and the rest of the page. And we'll make that about 15%. Okay. Now we got our footer, and normally you would have gone ahead and put in your links to your privacy policy and disclaimer, terms and conditions, whatever. At this point, once you're happy with your footer, what we want to do is go to our section and click on Save, and then we can create a folder for that, which I already created one already, Bridges to Somewhere, or you can just go without creating a folder if you don't want to. And then we want to put in the name that we're going to give a section. So I'm going to call this Bridges Footer 2, because the original one I made was Bridges Footer 1, and I'm not sure, I'm guessing it might overwrite the original one, but I'm just going to do it this way, make a different name and save it. Then, very important, you want to click on this checkbox where it says Make Section Universal, and then click on Save Section. Alright, and after we do that, you see that we now, once we mouse over the footer area, we have a purple universal section that lights up. And if we want to edit it, we'll have to edit by clicking Edit Block, because it says this whole block. It'll bring up a page where you can make any changes. So let's just say here we decided we didn't want to have a disclaimer, and we're just going to have the privacy policy term and condition. So we make our changes we want to make, and we click on Save. And then it's going to save that with the changes we made. Now we're going to go ahead and click on Save here, and here's where the magic happens. We're going to go ahead and get out of this opt-in page and go to our thank you page, which also right now does not have a footer. Alright, and so we're going to add a section, and we're going to go to Assets, and then to Universal Blocks. Usually the most recent universal block you made will show up on top. Also, you have this bigger window you can click on to get a bigger look at things, and you can also search by name. But this is the one we want right here, the Bridges Footer right to. This is the one we want right here, Bridges Footer 2, so we'll click on that. And presto, it puts it at the bottom of our page, and we can mouse over it, see it is a universal section. Now, that's all pretty cool, but you could do that anyway with a regular section and just drop it in if you wanted to. And what makes the universal section different, if we go back and we edit the block here, and so we're going to make another change, and we're going to just say for right now that we just want a privacy policy and nothing else on this page. Alright, so we're going to make that change, and we're going to save. And now when we look at the bottom of this page, it just has for a second line privacy policy. Now if now we go back to our first page, the opt-in page, we want to look at the footer. come down here, and now we can see the changes that we made on the universal section on the thank you page have also been applied to the universal section on the opt-in page. And so that is the magic of this, and most likely you're going to be using things like universal section for your footers and headers, but basically anything that you think that you may want to have across several pages in a funnel and be the same and not have to worry about it, that's where your universal section comes in. But anyway, that is our little tutorial on universal sections. My name is Tim Willis, and this is Full Moon Funnels. I am a certified ClickFunnels funnel builder, and I have begun making tutorial videos for ClickFunnels on this channel, and I'll probably do some non-ClickFunnels things too, but mainly it's going to be focused on ClickFunnels, funnel building, and things related to web page building and selling online. So I thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe, and we will have another tutorial up for you soon. Bye.